guardrails should companies put in place to ensure AI is reducing risk rather than introducing new compliance or audit risks?
Yeah, I want to jump on this and kind of double click what Axel said. We might have been reviewing the same warning letters, but I just remember there was one I read of a company during an audit explaining to the FDA that they were using AI agentically to create SOPs. And there was not the proper sign-off procedure of a human, right? That's where we can get into a lot of trouble. And that's what differentiates our industry from other industries where you hear, oh, that's completely an agentic workflow. You have the AI calling and drafting and finalizing, and you have, a one-person company run and then lots of AI employees. That's a ways away, certainly, to be generous about it. I think, how we think about it at 5X is we will accept inefficiencies and using AI not to its fullest potential so that we never run the risk of a human failing our quality standards and our quality SOPs. And so what that means is, can we have AI draft up a PO, for example, with our part numbers and various things and pull all that information all at once and then send it over for approval? AI can do something like that. Does that introduce an unacceptable amount of risk given that our team is expected to know what our SOPs are, to be able to pull the list from a portion of our QMS, to know who's on our supplier list? That's not an acceptable trade-off. The efficiency versus the risk, from my perspective, not acceptable. I think what's a reasonable compromise is if the individual is prompting from what we set up as a command center, that they're looking to do this, they can be directed to the link files for the source training in our QMS that will save them time from looking, hunting, and pecking for said information, right? And then we have an auditable trail of, okay, they reviewed this happened. So I think warning letters are a great way for us as founders to know what we shouldn't do and where the limits are. But again, approach with cautious skepticism and always test to make sure that the human piece, the AI doesn't get ahead of the human piece. It just can't happen in our industry.
Yeah, I think that's really good. And while you were talking here, CL, I actually pulled up the warning letter that I mentioned because there was something kind of funny in there that I think is really relevant here. And I'm just going to read from the FDA's response. So the last sentence is, you reply that you were not aware of the legal requirement as the AI agent you used never told you it was required, right? So we didn't know because AI didn't tell us so, right? Like, I mean, that's the risk, right? To CL's point, it always needs to be, AI is a tool, not to replace the people, right? And in this specific warning letter, that's what this company is. Like, they heavily over-relied and made a tool replace people, right? And that's the guardrails right there. That's not what this is. That, then you will be in direct violation of the regulations.
Yeah. If I may chime in a little too, I read the warning letter as well, which was very very entertaining. I would suggest everyone to read it, especially the AI generation part. What we have seen working with 300 customers globally, and the typical failure is that they want to use AI to bridge a skill that they never have in the first place. Then there's no human to pair that. Just to CL and Excel's point, this person in this warning letter has never known that some requirements of law. How could AI as an agent work without this knowledge? So AI is a capability enhancer, but cannot bridge a gap that company or the team does not have.